Hi, I'm Michelle Weber. I'm a high-energy East Coast woman. Would you believe I'm a psychotherapist? I have a master's in social work, I have a license in clinical social work, and I've been doing this kind of work for years. But let me tell you about my background. You might think I was born in New York. Wrong. I grew up in New Haven, Connecticut. But my mother is from the Bronx, and I've inherited this accent from her. Actually, I'm the only person in New Haven, Connecticut with a New York accent. Nobody understands. I had a very exciting life growing up in Connecticut. My father became a politician, a very high-powered politician. So we had lots of different people at our house, and we wore different hats for different roles. People would call him all the time to get their driveways plowed, and he would say things like, "The good Lord brought it, the good Lord will take it away." I have a private practice in Beverly Hills, California. And I specialize in individual, couples, and family therapy. Adolescents in crisis, what adolescent isn't in crisis. And I work with people with long-term illness and substance abuse problems as well. I have a very diverse clientele. I have people in the industry, I serve people with HIV and AIDS, and I've run many substance abuse treatment programs. Over the years, I've directed a center on death and dying. I've designed and directed a center for pregnant addicts and their babies. I've worked with high-power, executive, wealthy women. I've run groups for them, and I've run groups for adolescents in juvenile hall. I love what I do, and I have been told that my energy is infectious. I use a lot of humor. We laugh a lot in my office. A client might share with me something that she plans to do, and if I really think it's off the wall, I might say to her, "You're going to do what?" And we'll laugh. Another client who has been depressed, we started to discuss politics, and at the end of one of the sessions we were laughing, and I said, "This isn't very therapeutic." He said, "Who cares? I'm having a ball." So we do a lot of laughing in my office. We don't laugh at serious situations, but we laugh together, because if you don't have humor in your life, it's really hard to move on. You know, you asked me about techniques, and I have to think about that for a minute, because I have a lot of experience behind me. I've done a lot of research and a lot of reading, but quite frankly, I work from my gut. I use my intuition. Of course I take a social history. Of course I am a systems-oriented therapist. I look at a system from which a client comes, but I work from my intuition, and I will say to a client, "You know, this is what I'm thinking right now. Tell me if this resonates with you." And many times it does. I want to thank you guys so much for giving me the opportunity to do this video for you. I'm excited. I look forward to hearing from you, and I look forward to seeing where we can go from here. Thanks a million.